Hi everybody, welcome to another reading. Here I have the Divine Feminine reading for July. I've already done the Divine Masculine one. I've got the Queen of Heaven spread, which I'm not offering really as a reading because I've got the Nadi spread, the treble cross spread on special at the moment for either 33 English pounds or 44 US dollars. And I want to basically offer that because it's a holistic reading. This is more just as a snapshot, as you know, for people that kind of really want to see only one end of the spectrum, but I don't want to encourage that because we have to see it all as a holistic thing because it's already a union in many ways and we're all connected. So, you know, we're not totally compartmentalized in individual, we're not islands, whether we think we are or not. But this is just a snapshot and it focuses on the Divine Feminine. Please don't hesitate to look at the cards and get your own meanings from them, and also adapt whatever I'm saying to your own situation. And, you know, let me know what you think about that in the comments as well. If you would like a private reading, please do, because this is general, obviously. So if you would like a private reading, if you resonate with my readings, then I can do one for you, but it will be a treble cross one. And just drop me, all the details are basically in the description box below. So have a look at that. Drop me an email at 1111 Queen of Heaven. And you can drop me an email even if you just want to say hi. I really like reading them. And yeah, if you want the reading, I'll get back to you. I have been a little bit slow at responding to any other emails that are not to do with readings because I do prioritize the readings. So I hope you understand that. I'm a little bit busy at the moment. I will only be doing readings possibly until the end of July, so for the next couple of weeks, because I am planning on going to a yoga course after that, a teacher training course, so I'm not going to have time if I get on it. So welcome to everybody who's new. Thank you for joining me, and thank you and welcome to everyone who's stuck with me from the past as well. It's really, really great to have you guys here. I really, really enjoy doing these readings for you, and I hope you enjoy this one. So let's carry on with this. We've got couple of cards that came out for the recent past of the Divine Feminine. We've got the Seven of Swords in reverse, and we've got the Eight of Cups. So in the recent past, the Divine Feminine, this is very much the overriding energy here is to do with over-giving, being a bit of a martyr, giving too much of your mental energy, giving too much of your emotional energy, because these things are all focusing this way, and anything going this way in this reading symbolizes going towards the Divine Masculine. It's also a symbol of stealing from yourself to give to your Divine Masculine. And you felt that this was a bit of a deception, like you've been deceiving yourself in this overgiving, like, hang on a minute, what was I doing? And you're walking away from that realization, but that's making you feel kind of sad. There's a real sense of kind of, look at this sad little face here. This is the illumination of how you were deceiving yourself, depleting yourself, stealing your energies, your mental energies from yourself, and focusing all of these. Look at how they're focusing this way. It's like a pinpoint accuracy. They're all going towards the Divine Masculine, and that was kind of wrong. And this is what you're kind of, you know, there was a walking away from that. But for a long time, you were neglecting yourself. You were neglecting your own emotions, going towards the Divine Masculine, or focusing, you know, all your energies there. And that's something that you've let go of, and you've walked away from that habit. But it's made you feel kind of sad. It's like a regret, and also a bit of shame. This guy is like, I'm getting the impression of shame from this guy. You're ashamed at being a bit of a, almost stealing from yourself and deceiving yourself. But you're walking away, that's all going in the reversal, and the fact that you're walking away from it, so, and you're moving on from it. So there's been a real sense of moving on in the past from deception. And right now, interestingly, we've got Ten of Cups and also the High Priestess. This is very much to do with, whenever I see the High Priestess, I know for some people the High Priestess can be a third party situation, but whenever I see her the right way up, she's all to do with the positive stuff, the intuition, the listening to your inner guidance, the illumination of things that were kind of subconsciously ruling you patterns, the breaking of patterns, the kind of the knowledge of how to do these and get what you want, manifestation, secret knowledge, and this is all to do with knowledge of the self. So a lot of patterns that were holding you back in the past, you're free from them, and this is giving you this 10 of Cups energy, where you're really feeling like, you know what, it is possible for you. There is new hope. There is, you know, these little children and new beginnings. This is also a sense of a higher purpose, the union in the higher dimensions as well. That this is actually like a place where you guys are meant to be. For some of you guys, you are already in union, and that's really, really positive for you. And these other cards are just moving away from all the negativity that was there before, and now you're in union, and there's a lot of esoteric knowledge that's coming to you guys through that, and through all the good vibes as well. For those of you guys that are in separation, for you girls I should say, since this is a divine feminine reading, not that it's got anything to do with gender, it's all about a sense of mental and emotional fulfillment, happiness, and just possibility. You see this as a possibility because of all the, you know, you've got so much joy coming from all the new realizations that have come through to you, all the new downloads, all of the kind of the self-knowledge that you have been experiencing. So if you don't feel that you're at this stage, there's some stuff that you need to walk away from. There's some stuff that you need to stop deceiving yourself about, let go of. And once you do that, once you can kind of do this, this is what's on the other side for you. Some real new hopes, some new dreams, and new possibilities, a real sense of completion. You will feel like you've completed something, and all of this self-knowledge. And in terms of the future, we've got the King of Swords in reverse, and I'm getting, this is more to do with, if you have been, the message I'm getting is that if you have been a little bit harsh in the past, or if you haven't been able to be rational almost, you're going to find that kind of over harshness, over emotionalness is kind of going. And also, if you had an attachment to someone who was a bit narcissistic, a bit controlling, a bit manipulative, that's going to go. You're going to be able to let go of that, and any of those tendencies that are there within yourself, and any criticism that you might have for yourself, and a real also ego and rigidity is what is going to go. You're going to be able to let go of that. So it's all good. It's a positive. And also you will be able to decide things very clearly. What you're encouraged to do at the moment, Divine Feminines, is really, really embrace this new beginning. Create things for yourself, whether that's to do with money and materialistic things, energy-wise, self-development, start new things, learn new things is a big one. Learning new things is going to help you manifest a lot of money and material abundance, I should say. And abundance doesn't just have to be, it doesn't just have to be materialistic or monetary gains. It can also be time. It can be positive relationships. It can be positive emotions and feelings that you get from other people, help from other people, networks, new friends, pets even, good relationships with children, and family members, and the wider community, goodwill, the goodwill of others. Oh, and also I'm getting spiritual abundance, a lot of gifts coming, spiritual gifts, awakenings coming your way. Many of you will also be able to manifest a real, or call in a really good teacher, a really genuine teacher. Like I'm always going on about Sadhgurus, which means someone who's fully established in the truth, a true guru in other words. They do exist, enlightened people do exist. If you see that possibility, it says a lot about you, because you see the world as you are, not as the world actually is. So Many of you, depending on what you really want, if you're really, really, really on the lookout for a really genuine teacher, the right teacher for you, you can manifest that, or someone who will help you get there, very powerfully right now. Lots of abundance. Also, this is time, if I haven't mentioned that already. Some of you feel a bit depleted, like you don't have enough time to do stuff. You'll get that too. So all of the forms of abundance are available if you try and manifest that right now. How do you feel towards the union? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. This came up as the advice card for the Divine Masculine reading. Again, there's, you know, quite a few pentacles here, but the Divine Masculine is grounding things more than the Divine Feminine. You are looking to yourself a lot more, which is why you can manifest things. And that's what you're being encouraged to do, because look at that, the parallels between this pentacle in the Queen of Pentacles' hands and this pentacle in the Ace of Pentacles in the hand of the Ace of Pentacles. So new beginnings, and really cherish the things, you know, cherish yourself, cherish your creations, cherish your manifestations, and that's what you're doing right now. And you're really kind of looking to yourself and what you really want. And you're seeing it in a whole new light now that you've let go of these kind of overgiving, focusing on the wrong things, martyring kind of energies. And that was karmically meant to happen, so that's why a lot of you have been able to do it relatively effortlessly. What you want to say to the Divine Masculine, you've got two things. You've got the Knight of Swords and you've got the Ten of Pentacles, and this is basically saying, because especially since the Knight is facing this way, the Knight is facing towards the Divine Feminine direction. Anything that goes this way is looking towards the Divine Feminine, or looking towards the self here, because this is the feminine reading. Anything looking this way is, you know, looking towards the Divine Masculine. You are moving and really going for what you want. Whether this is clearly like focusing on it in your mind and finding out and admitting to yourself and creating it, almost like your own, it's almost like creating a vision board, thinking about what you want on that vision board for your future, for your ideal life. You're just thinking about, what is your ideal life? What is it that you really, really want? What is your idea of abundance? And when you do that, that's when you'll be able to create it. But that's what you're doing, whether it's in the subconscious or the conscious mind. You're really, really going for it, and you're thinking of many, many different things. There's lots of different energies. I'm being shown these 4 birds as symbols of thought, but because there's 4, it is well balanced. You're thinking about how to be well balanced in your spiritual life, your emotional life, your mental life, and your physical life. So it's all the different kind of elements: earth, air, fire, water. How can you make this as complete as possible? How can you make your life complete? This is a number 10 card. This is a card of completion, but it's not a specific, it is an element of, you know, one specific area of your life has been complete, but it's also about how can you make your life more complete. So that's what you want to say to them. Like, you're thinking about you're thinking about how to get complete, you're thinking about how to really do your life at the moment. But the challenge is what to do. You know, many of you kind of don't really know what to do yet, which is why you need to create it rather than think about what the right thing is, because it's not about right or wrong. It's just about, what do you choose to do. And the challenge is also listening to intuition. This is very often a card of kind of listening to the silent voice within, the really tuning into that, the calmness, because it's only when things are calm and quiet that you can hear the messages that come in. So silence the mind. That can be a challenge for some of you guys, and picking up the messages that are coming in from your higher guidance in to you. The space within, if that's where you perceive things, that's going to be the challenge. And also I'm seeing some of you have found the moon cycles to be quite challenging as well. Finding balance has been a challenge. Finding stability has been a challenge. Finding calmness has been a bit of a challenge. So making sense of the emotions and the mental turmoil. So that's something, and knowing what to do. So that's something that, again, I'm always going on about the meditations at the moment. If you want to read about what the meditation that I recommend, again, it will be the link to it. It's totally free. It's got nothing to do with religion or anything, and I don't gain anything from it, but it's from the place that I do my meditations from, and it's the absolute best, in my opinion. Details will be in the description box below. What have you guys been doing well? The Page of Cups is about kind of really understanding your emotions, you know, really starting to understand and view your emotions in a new way and interact with them in a new way. There's a lot of seeing how, you know, you mirror your emotions and the external. That's seen in, I'm seeing a fish in this guy's head and a fish in the cup as well. So it's almost like communicating with your emotions almost, which is a bit of a strange thing to say. But again, I do read these cards intuitively, and that's what I'm being shown, that's what I'm hearing. So it's kind of seeing how this little fish, you can use it also, the information that you're getting, to use it and have it to work to your advantage and make it grow for you. So a lot of the situations, how that pans out is you're basically trying to see and succeeding in seeing the bright side in all the things that have happened in the past that have caused regret. You're seeing how you can use that as fuel to grow and get to your 10 of Cups. And it's, you know, that's, you're seeing how to make that knowledge into knowledge. So that's really, really good. Underlying energies, and this is very much to do with the past, but it's to do with not feeling like it's been a success. So those of you who are, I'm feeling feelings of a little bit of like almost guilt and shame-ish, or regret, or just regret more than anything, actually, more than the guilt and shame. It's more regret that, you know, maybe time has been wasted, maybe it's taken a long time, maybe a lot of energy has been expended, misused. Like, many of you are thinking, oh, I could have used my energy to do, I could have been doing this to manifest my dreams, but instead I've been wasting my energies on things that maybe you know, I've been giving my energy away to things that maybe I didn't have to. But now you're starting to focus on you more. So you don't feel like you're a success yet. You don't feel like you're victorious yet, but you are on your way there. And that's the thing that you need to kind of really, really focus on. So those are the big messages for July. Don't forget, this is a general reading. So do take what resonates. Do adapt these for your own situation. You will get the messages within, so pay attention to them, and do let me know in the comments, like I said before, all the things that you see, the little, I'd love to know about the little nuances, etc, etc. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will be back soon for another reading. Take care and lots of love. Bye.